almost forgot. Let's get athletic. War Eagle, huh? That's what we're doing. Okay. Goddamn Auburn references, my goddamn Madden game. We used to be a society. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest game of Jesse's cycle. One of the bigger games of Kook's cycle, and arguably one of the bigger games of Dan Raynone's cycle. Here we are, Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We have in the AFC corner the 8-8 Indianapolis Colts, who are fighting for their playoff eligibility lives as we have a fumble right away. Oh my God. Dan Raynone, did you see what just happened?
I did. I just tuned in literally 1 second. 1 second into this football game.
Lord Jesus. I mean, what a start for those Colts. What a start for those Buccaneers. We'll get to that in a second. But, I mean, I was just about to talk about Jesse's playoff implications. I guess we'll start with Kook's playoff implications since he now suddenly is starting with the ball. Tell me a little bit about what this game means for Kook.
Yeah, so Kook got swept by Steele, I believe, in Week 17. So he needs Steele to lose to Cam. And Kook has to win this game, obviously, in order to make it. To win the AFC South, which has kind of been a dumpster fire this cycle.
Just a little bit. But yeah, this is a win-and-in situation for both teams here. Jesse needs to win this to secure playoff eligibility. And Kook needs to win it as we have a shot to the comeback. Chris Olave on the left side of the field there, taking advantage of the deep zone, able to come back and get it to around the 2-yard line. But yeah, I mean, if we were talking about, Jesse and pressure situations, this is just about the worst start he could ask for. We'll see if he presses later on in the game. But for now, we have an off-tackle handoff. Najee Harris, former Pittsburgh Steeler, with not a lot. Second and goal.
Yeah. Goal-to-go situation, short yardage. For my Bucks, it's been kind of a disaster. I almost lost that game against Alex because I couldn't get 1 yard at the goal line. And when you're facing a defensive line like Jesse's Eagles, you got Jalen Carter out there, you got some other dogs, literal dogs on the D line. It's a lot.
It's really tough. You double team one, guys. We have a wide open RPO, and Michael Pittman will jurtle his way in for the touchdown. A dream start for Kook's Colts. As if y'all are just joining us here in the chat, we started this game. Jesse technically started the game with the ball, but a fumble on the opening kickoff return for the Eagles leads to a short field that Indianapolis is ultimately able to take advantage of. 7-0 Indianapolis, and here we go. Kook's Colts looking good here early.
Yeah, I mean, they got the possession advantage too. Look at the ball start the second half, so couldn't ask for a better start.
Now, Jesse's Philadelphia Eagles finally, I mean, not after another hit stick, but Jesse's Philadelphia Eagles will finally take the field. And talking real quick about the playoff implications this means for Jesse's Colts. If he wins this game, he locks it up. He locks up playoff berth. If not, at that point, he needs, Justin to lose to Nick? Or is he just out if he loses this?
Yeah, he needs Justin to lose to Nick.
Okay.
Otherwise, the only way he could win is to win a division, which would mean Justin loses to Nick. Which, actually, I don't even think that's possible, but I don't know.
Wow, that's for people far smarter than me when it comes to these tiebreakers to figure out. But again, we'll see what Jesse's offensive approach is to this game. At times, we saw some really nice decision making against Justin. At times, we saw some crackhead energy out of Jalen Hurts. Obviously, we can talk about the time management that ultimately, in my opinion, led to that loss against Justin. But we'll see if that kind of rears its head if this game ends up being close later on. But for now, 2nd and 3 here. As it looks like we're starting with a pretty conservative approach here, trying to get Swift going. As a lot of offensive weapons on this team too. I mean, equally important for Coug is to figure out who to shut down here. As we have a quick cut back here, DeAndre Swift able to fall forward. And this is, it's a decent Colts front seven. It's not one that necessarily scares you too much, in my opinion, when it comes to like running into the interior of this defensive line and the front seven as a whole. So I think you can get the running game going here if you're Jalen Hurts. But we'll see what he does. For now, he will drop back quick, shot to Smith, and falls forward for the first.
Yeah, a little bit dangerous throw, but he got the user running in the other direction. So probably not that, but just got to watch out for that, Jesse. Can't be rolling into traffic like that all game.
Kind of a layered dagger concept there. Was able to hit the drag route there, like you said. A little dangerous, but he made up for it. 5-man rush, gets bagged up. He's going to take a shot into coverage. Almost intercepted. Threw it right into two Colts vicinities. First shot of the game there, and that was a risky one for Hurts.
Yeah, it's one of those weird routes, like those that out and in post. It's a little deep. I think it was a little too deep for that coverage, and
not bad.
Yeah, thankfully for him, it just dropped down.
Might have been what an interception by Kenny Moore, and this is going to be an easy pick six as he will take it to the house.
Oh my God! Wow, how about that, Connor? That was perfect usering by Coug. You just got to watch out for that user. That's the only thing that can probably stop that RPO in this game. You just got to watch out for the lurk, and obviously he snapped and throwed.
Yep.
And sometimes you do that when you're under pressure situations, and yeah, you can't do that.
The fact that it was a DB helped a lot. I mean, Coug, that's just how you draw up how to play an RPO. Like, that was absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can't do any better than that. And deservingly a pick six here for Indianapolis. And now, I mean, they've only had to drive 20 yards this game so far, and they're at 14-0. A dream start here for these Colts, but still a lot of game left. As DeAndre Swift with not a lot.
Yeah, going back to Coug's D-line, I played him last year. It was probably the easiest running day of my cycle. I don't know what was – maybe it was just a good day for me, bad day for his D-line, but something was wrong with it.
Play action here is not a lot of people are open. Jalen Hurts under duress here is going to go down as the interior of that O-line comes through. Rodgers with the block shed is, we've been talking about what a dream start is for Coug. Jesse could be in deep trouble here if he isn't able to pick this up.
Yeah, I got 3rd and 14. You want to be aggressive. You hope to be aggressive, but you cannot turn this ball over. Wow. And on a situation like this, it's just so prone to a turnover. You just got to not drop back too far and just fire it in.
Under no circumstances, yes. He uses it pretty well, throws it into Louis' direction. Colts converging on it, not able to pick it, but I shouldn't say another, that was first time technically, but a 3rd down stop there for the Indianapolis Colts. And for the first time, we're going to see the Colts actually have to put a drive together here.
Yeah. Excited to see that. Obviously, Jesse's got a great defense. And, I mean, I guess have caught up as we got into the cycle, but still, those Eagles are a very dominant team. Abilities all over the place. You got, obviously Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. Does he have, what's his face? The other D tackle still?
Oh, God.
The other Georgia Bulldog, Jordan Davis. He's right there.
Jordan Davis, yeah. Speaking of Georgia Bulldogs, Jalen Carter, who had a bit of an injury scare against Justin, but did ultimately come back, able to get the shed and the sack. And this is a defense that I think is uniquely equipped to shut down what Coug likes to do. Obviously, very run heavy. Likes to kind of play a little bit of option. Likes to take his checkdowns when he does throw the ball. And that's something that the Eagles could really kind of pin their ears back and tee off on, in my opinion, based on their structures. Anthony Richardson drops back, takes a shot up, and right in the vicinity there was Key. A little unfortunate for Jesse, honestly. That wasn't a pick.
Yeah. Obviously, you throw it to a linebacker, the game's coded so that they're less likely to catch the ball. But obviously, Jesse, probably if he clicked on, if he's able to click on really quickly, he picked that off. Obviously very fortunate for Coug for that ball hit the ground.
So we have a 3rd and 15 here, all sorts of misalignment here, although Jesse able to figure it out as we are going to have a 4-man rush. Anthony Richardson with not a lot of time throws a succulent one to Olave, kind of a deep, rounded out route. I'm not entirely sure what that was, to be honest with you, but really nice route, really nice throw.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that was either. Was it a wheel route? No, it wasn't a real route. It was probably
Yeah, it was like
It
an
might have
out
been an
route, but the
8-yard
cut
play.
was like kind of, I don't know, it was interesting. It was with a counter to the right of Najee Harris with all sorts of room. Harris makes one man miss, takes it to the 38-yard line. The first real chunk run there for the Colts. And hey, we asked Cook to put a drive together, and it looks like he will so far.
Yeah, I mean, that third down throw is really impressive. Just able to stay in the pocket. Cook has great pocket presence. Probably one of the top people in the league just in pure pocket presence.
Yes.
And, he always looks good. His ceiling is pretty high when he's really cooking.
I think that's Cook's best ability as a user in the league. Like he's fine at defense. The passing game sometimes can fall apart a little bit. His pocket presence, really, ever since he's been in the league, is it's A1. It's top 5 in the league, no doubt in my mind. Steps up really, really nicely as we have again another blitz get picked up as we have a shot. This time it is to a wheel route. Equanimous St. Brown with a toe tap kind of possession catch there. Is Indianapolis looking real good here on that first actual drive.
Yeah, it was kind of a hot one. He freeformed that, able to get away from the defender, able to just toe tap it, as you said, with the A button. And yeah, he's moving the ball.
Moving the ball really nicely. Like you said, this is where things kind of converge on you. Najee Harris with a little bit of room. Had the edge for a second. 22 able to kill a Ringo. Again, another Georgia Bulldog able to shut that down really nicely. But end of the first quarter, put your twos in the chat. It is all Indianapolis so far.
Yeah, really impressed with how Cook is playing.
Thank you, Dan.
Obviously, I have a rooting interest, but just for the league to watch, it's just great. It's great to see like a kid like Cook. Doesn't talk much in the chat, but able to really play well at times.
Stretch to Harris as he cuts up and able to fall forward for a gain of 4. Now, do you consider, you have all the momentum, Philly's kind of reeling offensively. Do you consider this 4-down territory, or if this ends up being like 4th and 2, 4th and 3, do you just take your 3 points, your 3 possession lead, and you think you do that?
As far as BL goes, if you get to a coach's decision point, you kick the field goal.
A jet sweep, and Olave cuts up, does not get the touchdown, but does get the first and goal here, and now Indianapolis with potentially 4 plays pick up a touchdown.
But yes, this is 4-down territory, 100%.
Yeah.
Underrated part of 4th and goal situations is you get them back to their own 1, so that's obviously a big plus. And with the way Jess is playing offense right now, I think it would be pretty disastrous for him to get back to his own 1-yard line.
Yeah, asking these Eagles right now to put together a 99-yard drive feels like a tall order. We'll just say as we have a QB sneak by Gator Grade Anthony Richardson, not able to do a ton there. Despite, it seemed like a good look to throw out the QB sneak against, but just good shed there, I guess, in order to stop him really nicely. But 3rd and goal, like I said, 4-down territory. And we'll see.
Yeah, just watch out for the.
Yeah, watch out as we have straight up inside zone depletion by the left guard and a touchdown, Colts.
Wow. How about that? Just absolutely pancaking that D-line. And I think that running back, he looked pretty tiny. I think that's the shortest player in the league. I got to find his name. Yeah, Trent Samuel, I think. 5'5".
Oh,
the star dev running back, 23 years old. 72 overall out of North Texas.
Oh my goodness. Deuce Vaughn 2.0 and making some magic happen there as we, again, another hit stick. That's, I believe, the 3rd one so far in one of these kick returns. But, you're Jesse, right? You know you have to win this game. Realistically, I know Justin can still lose to Nick, but, realistically, right? You have to win this game in order to make the playoffs. Down 21-0, you got to be reeling a little bit here. Just got to... In my opinion, you just got to recognize, you still have all sorts of time left. Got to assume that Cook has 1 or 2, mistakes, 1 or 2 picks in him. Just put together a nice, sustained offensive drive here. But easier said than done, as my, 44-0 loss to Lucky proved. Sometimes it's just hard to do that. As we have a 5-man rush as he throws it on a quick drag, and Watkins gets stood up and thrown down.
Yeah. Interesting hurry up here. I don't know what he sees in this single back.
It's a little bit of a panicky one, in my opinion, as he will hand it off to Swift, who does fall forward to get the first.
Yeah. Going back to coach's decision and that kind of... I try and tell the league that the way the rules are set up, it really adds an extra level of strategy into the games. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's kind of a motivation to have a 4th down rules like that, but...
We have a shot up and a toe tap interception by Bryce Linder as these Eagles at home continuing to fall apart.
Oh, Jesse, you can't be throwing that. I don't know what he was seeing on that. I think he's just trying to force it.
a little bit as Najee Harris against the dollar. Well, I thought it was going to be more, but against a dollar sugar look, that's an easy run. And gain of 3. Obviously, keep in mind Indianapolis about to get the ball to start the second half here. So, I mean, if they can just like take a lot of time down here, even if it does only result in a field goal, I mean, he's going to find himself in a prime position here as he just takes the dump off and a good usering there. Or a good click on, I should say, to prevent what could have been even more. But Richardson, 5 for 6. Again, hasn't been asked to do a ton offensively, but he has been very efficient when asked to be. Has Anthony Richardson and has Kook so far. Alex saying, of course, Kook is blowing out Jesse. Of course, Anthony Richardson with a designed rollout as he will go down. Nolan Smith, another Georgia Bulldog, with the sack.
Yeah. Alex is not happy. I feel bad for beating Alex anytime it's a kind of a playoff situation because I know how much he cares about the league. But obviously, competitive situations, one person has to win, and you just got to play your best. Wish him well. Wish him well. And thanks for the enterprise deal.
4-man rushes McBride on the drag route again, able to take it for about a gain of 7 now, 3rd and 9. And like I said, field goal's fine here. I mean, you want to ideally run down as much time as possible, but if this ends up being 24-0, you'll take that. I'll take that all day for Indianapolis, but we'll see what he does because we have already had a couple 3rd and long situations where Anthony Richardson's thrown a succulent dot, so we'll see what he's got here. Briefly had the streak open and said Anthony Richardson will step up and go down. Technically a rush for 1 as he was able to fall forward, but the field goal is going to come out.
Listen, we've spent a lot of years playing CFM football. A lot can happen in these situations.
Oh yeah.
This game is far from over. Kook has to just stay locked in. Jesse, just got to understand that one play at a time. You can't just get everything in one play. It's impossible to score 24 points in one play. But you can.
Just a quick question on Jesse's strategy there, and I'm not going to hyperfixate on it, but why play for the field goal block there? Why not try to sell and block that? Damn well Indianapolis isn't doing a fake field goal there.
I'll be honest. I do the same thing myself. I just don't even care.
Sure.
I figure if you're gonna get a block, it's because he hit the missed accuracy anyway.
Shot up to A.J.
likely.
Brown, the first chunk play of the day for the Philadelphia Eagles, as he will now go no huddle. Again, time management going to be a factor here as we head into the end of the first half, but Jalen Hurts going to drop back another nice throw this time, and it's to Watkins. Watkins able to get out of bounds. The first red zone trip for Philadelphia, and this will be a much-needed touchdown if they can get it.
Yeah. If you get a touchdown, obviously go for 2, trying to make it a 2-possession game.
Sure.
Not many possessions in 8-minute quarters, but doesn't have to be 4-down territory. A 21-point deficit, you can get this ball back with all 3 timeouts. Try not to use any timeouts right here and try and get the ball back.
Edge blitz gets picked up, and Dallas Goedert's wide open. Goddard gets stripped again and fumbles. Oh, my God, the second fumble of the day, and that's just horrible. That's horrible timing for Jesse, and I feel bad about that. That's not his fault, but
he's getting hoed.
Regardless,
he's getting hoed.
Regardless, Indy will take back over 4 turnovers, 4 first-half turnovers here for these Philadelphia Eagles as Harris gets injured. That might be a factor here moving forward, but oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what a turn of events. And we made those emojis last night. We might have to put them in for Jesse.
A little bit of that, you think?
Yeah, I think so. You know what I mean.
Key in the vicinity. I'd call timeout here if I'm Philly. Try to get the ball back, 3rd and 2 situation.
Absolutely. But, call your timeouts. You're not going to take them into the half.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is about. Maybe he's just hoping for an incompletion or something.
And if I'm Indy, I'm letting this clock run down.
Yeah.
Let's just see something you really like. No reason to hike this ball very quickly, as he will hike it with 17 seconds left, as he will drop back. He's going to take a shot and might have a step. No, intercepted by Kaylee Ringo, who somehow stays on his feet. Will this be a pick 6 as he cuts up? Ringo takes it to the 39-yard line. A little bit of juice, a little bit of life for Philly.
Yeah, a lot of life there. Book might have thought it could have been an arm punt, but hey, Ringo made a great return, already in field goal range. So you can take some shots in the end zone and can't be too discouraged. He's got some life.
You got to think Ringo's taking ballet classes as he chucks it up to Smith, who somehow comes down with it. Oh my God! As Kwity Paye essentially gives Philly a free timeout there. Beautiful catch, and that's been a storyline of these last couple of weeks. Excuse me, is these Eagles receivers are just dogs, man. All the heart in the world.
Yeah, we saw that last week against Justin. I think Smith is that catch.
Drops back again, a beautiful throw, somehow not a touchdown. Ooh. The only part of him that wasn't in the end zone there was the ball, and falls back to the 1 yard line.
By the way, Kwity Paye, Bishop Hendrick great from Warwick, Rhode Island.
Ooh, okay, thank you. 24 seconds remaining. Stretch here gets blown up by the Indianapolis Colts.
Interesting.
No time
Looks like you're going to take it to half. At this point, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
it's like...
Yeah, third and goal, you're right, actually.
At this point, you just maybe let the clock run so that make sure Cook doesn't get the ball at all, so he can score on his own.
IRL, we're probably seeing a tush push here, but that is not this. Instead, he will do a walkout intercepted by Kwity Paye, and will this be a pick six? Paye takes it to the 18-yard line, and Jesse's gotten hit a couple times, but that was just him throwing directly to the Colts, and Philly will get shut out in the first half of their must-win game.
Yeah, that's a Rhode Island boy right there, Kwity Paye.
Mm-hmm.
Just dominant player at a Hendricken, able to go to Michigan and just, become a first-round draft pick. How amazing is that?
It's pretty great.
Just from Little Rhodey.
And how about Kwity Paye, too? I mean, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt
and it
told coach, I'm not coming out of this ball game. You better put me back in. Coach Kook trusted him and rewards his trust with an interception. 24-0 Colts to start the first half. And I mean, Jesse's mind has to be spinning right now. I mean, it's a combination of he's gotten hoed a couple times. That interception was bad. I mean, really should have been a touchdown by Smith there, as we see on the replay. But just a lot of things going wrong here for Philly, both kind of self-generated and not self-generated.
Yeah, obviously the fumble wasn't really his fault, but third and goal from the 1 yard line, that's heartbreaking to get all the way to the 1.
Yeah.
And almost score a touchdown. Remember we were talking about the animation, like, ooh, how come that toe tap didn't really turn into a touchdown? And then that ended up costing him 7-8 points.
Right. I mean,
that was big.
His last 2 drives, he got inside the 5 yard line both times. Comes away from it with 0 points. Actually outgaining Indianapolis so far is Philadelphia as he gets trapped on Jalen Carter, who gets bullied. It's again, Anthony Richardson gets decleated, as that is a much-needed defensive stop. The first turnover of the game for Indy. Philly in the red zone.
There you go.
Not in the red zone. What am I talking about? The 31-yard line. Close enough. As he will once again drop back. Might see a shot right to cross, as somehow A.J. Brown comes down with it. As that was the first real matted blessing of the game for Jesse.
I mean, he threw it right to his user. Oh, my God.
It like warped. I need to see this. Hold on.
Oh,
it went through his hands, baby.
So much. And that's a DB. Like, that game, and this is cop mode, too. Like, that should be a pick. But regardless, Jesse has another chance.
As Swift with a wide open lane will score.
Wow. How about that? I mean, Cook had the possession advantage. We were talking about that all half.
Mm-hmm.
And then he let that go. And now Jesse, less than a minute and a half. What was that, 39 seconds? Already scored a touchdown.
Yeah, 39 seconds. That's
and
much needed. Much needed. And
interesting to go for 7 there. I'd go for 2.
Yeah, I probably would like to go for 2 as well.
But regardless, Connor, this is exactly what we're talking about how things can move very quickly in this game. We've seen a lot in CFM over the years, especially in playoff situations, high-pressure situations. Mm-hmm. If everything went right for Jesse, if Jesse didn't throw that pick, if Jesse didn't get that touchdown, we might have a tie game.
It's very possible, yeah. At the very least, definitely a one-possession game. It's
at least. Like, how about that?
And this is something, like, this is a situation, you give up the immediate turnover coming out of half, give up a touchdown. Like, if Philly's able to get another quick stop here, like, this is a situation that could spiral on Kook just a little bit, Obviously, I mean, he's still got a 3-possession lead. He's in a good position, but, like, nothing's guaranteed. Like you said, as Anthony Richardson once again step up. Richardson, you don't want to take a hit as he does not. Gets a nice little slide forward animation for gain of 10.
Yeah. And I think one thing that separates like the really good users from, the okay users is sometimes the mental part is of just like having that golfer's mentality and things go against you. And then how do you respond when your opponent's making a big charge on you and you have to score a drive with a one possession lead and stuff like that. So
we might see a deep
let's just
shot
kinda
here.
watch
Has a man wide open, gets burned there, does McCutcheon. Chris Olave is gone.
Wow, how about that? McCutcheon, cover 2 invert. Yeah, just nice look by Cook, throwing that bomb. And that's what we're talking about. How does he respond? And that's exactly what he does. So got to be deflating for Jesse. But again, he's still in this game. A lot can happen. Some crackhead energy is always possible.
Yeah, I mean, we still got almost the entire second half left. You never know. It was, Philly was able to bait Indianapolis into an interception once, doing that like super low press coverage. Obviously, Kelly Ringo was able to win that one-on-one battle. McCutcheon just got torched off the line there as Olave. That was always going to be a touchdown as soon as he lofted that up. Jalen Hurts coming out under center. He will once again drop back. 6-man rush, gets bagged up. Good usering though. Goddard forced to be the dump-off man. Gets gained on.
I don't know what we're doing at under center there. At least he let go of the play action, but obviously Cook is expecting pass there.
Yeah.
You just gotta get in the gun, make some things happen. It's okay to run out of the gun. Just show a good look like this.
We know there's only one inside stuff out there, so he will take again another dump off. This time Dukes, who is the return specialist, normally able to take that for about a gain of 15. Again, Jalen Hurts 10 for 14, decent completion percentage. The problem is those 3 interceptions have really derailed Philadelphia's chances. And real quick, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see who's in here real quick. We got Lucky, we got Cam, we got King, we got Wozie, and obviously myself and Dan checking in. I appreciate all of you. And we got plenty more playoff commentary coming down the pipe here for you over these next few days. 1st and 10. A quad setup to the right here. Interesting play design here by Jalen Hurts. Is really good usering. Nothing's open. Although pulls away from Smith does Alubi, and that was all the space that Jalen Hurts needed.
That was actually a really good play by Jesse. Just being patient, letting that user move to the side of the field, and Cook obviously just lost on an island there, and Jesse taking advantage of that.
Yeah, not really knowing where to go there, as he will once again drop back again. Good using. Might have wide open. Takes that shot. McCord was in position for a potential pick.
Yeah, that's as good as the last play was. That was pretty bad. You can't really throw across your body like that, especially into coverages. Just another fortunate drop
bunch of crossing routes on the field. Goddard with room. Goddard falls forward, takes it to the 7-yard line. Got to go here a little bit as he will go no huddle. Likes the look. Trips to the left. I always love it when guys come out in no huddle and then just like completely like come out of different formation. It's like just huddle up at that point, as he will send heat once again. Good user again, but it will not matter. Smith, toe drag swag for the touchdown.
Yeah, great play. Great play by Jesse, not flushing out of the pocket, just staying in there and just firing that ball. Nice corner out to separate the man coverage, and we got a ball game.
Yep. But again, I mean, this is what we were talking about. Again, not going for 2, keeping it a 3-possession game. It's tough because it's like it's the traditional thing to do would be to like go for a extra point there. Maybe you don't have 3 plays that you necessarily like as far as 2-point conversions go. But again, you got to recognize like time's limited, right? 8-minute quarters. You would like to kind of maximize every opportunity to get here. But 31-14, again, Philly doing a far better job this half. Of like getting their offense going a little bit here. But ultimately, this is well in Cook's control still. We'll see what he was able to do.
Hello?
A dual running back setup here. Anthony Richardson shutting up the crowd. I mean, normally he'd be getting batteries thrown at him in Philly for doing that, but he does not. Instead, Najee Harris had a huge lane out the middle, did not take it. Gain of 1.
Speaking of batteries, I got to put my rechargeable batteries back into the charger because I had to take it out mid-play. My batteries died against Alex.
Mid-play? God damn. That's hard. Couldn't do it. Couldn't be me. I'd panic. 2nd and 9, as we have pretty obvious cover 3 here. I guess the It's going to come down to how well he uses this, ultimately. As well as who he uses. Is three-man rush. Anthony Richardson going to have all day. Beautiful throw to Chris Olave. Just a nice layered, like, slant route there. Timed that perfectly.
Yeah, good job by Cook. And every first down you get is going to be more and more important.
Yep.
More and more time is taken off.
Draw to Samuels, who's able to get about a gain of 6. And every first down is debilitating to Philly's chances at this point in the game. Like with how little time we have left comparatively, it's a body blow every time.
And we can't really milk the clock within our rules, but obviously people find ways to manipulate that.
You know, a couple audibles, couple hot routes. Oh, whoops, am I hiking at 3 seconds again? Damn, I was just making so many adjustments. Warren! You heard me.
But, yes, this is exactly what Cook needs. Just get on a 3rd and short, and then, pick up an easy first down, hopefully here.
Once again, drop back. Really good using. Richardson has nothing and goes down. Meekins with the sack. 4th and 5. We're likely going to see, yes, we will. For the first time for either user, actually, we're going to see the field goal unit. Or, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see the punt unit come out.
Yeah. Obviously, took the sack. It was probably just outside of field goal range. I mean, the way the kickers are, he probably could have just ran inside zone, kicked a field goal. But 17 points versus 20 points, not that much of a difference. Would like to see a better punt, though.
Yeah, I was going to say,
is really important in this game.
Stonehouse really trying to show off his leg, I guess. I don't know why, but kicked it out of the back of the end zone. As we will go with a RPO, which, generally Kook has done a really good job of using this game. Even beyond that pick 6, he's just like done a good job of throwing Jesse off. Still able to get a game of 8, though.
Yeah.
Was Philly.
Yeah, just needed to click off there.
Yeah. That's what was needed, as he will once again drop back, take a shot up to the corner route. Dallas Goedert, comes past midfield. All of a sudden, we're staring at a situation. Could quickly be a 2-possession game here. 10-point game potential here if Philly is able to get this going. As he will once again. I don't know who you're feeling with play action at this point in the game. As Jalen Hurts rolls out and goes down. Quiddy Pay already with a pick to his name will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And ladies and
my game calmed. Why didn't you?
Gentlemen, put your fours in the chat.
Hi, Austin. Oh, sorry. Bye, Austin.
I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
He said, "Why didn't you calm my game? Why didn't you calm my game?"
Well, I didn't know his game was happening until I posted his stream link, so, I don't know if that's on me necessarily as Jalen Hurts gets screened at, and it'll get a throw off this time.
Yeah, 3rd and 17. He can go for it on 4th down no matter what when he's down, so if I were Jesse, I'd try and pick up 10 yards, something like that.
But will he do that? No, he's going to take a shot up and swat it away by 29. And now 4th and a country mile. And, oh my.
This has got to be a fake, right?
Oh, my.
This is nothing but a fake. This can't be anything but a fake.
Oh, my. No, hold on.
He's punting him.
Oh,
my gosh.
And
And back to the 20. Oh, my God. I guess.
No, I don't get shit, man. I don't get shit. Listen.
There's not that much time left. There really isn't that much time left. 4th and 17.
Dog, it is a 3-possession game in the 4th quarter. I don't care if it's 4th and 40. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
you have to go for that.
Yeah, 7 minutes to go. I'm with you. That was very questionable.
Now, 2-possession game, I understand. I probably would have punted it there if it was 2-possession.
Yeah.
3-possession game now. No.
But like, again, back to what I was saying, like, if you're going to punt it on 4th and 17, if you don't feel comfortable on 17 yards, why are you throwing, like, a lob pass to your running back on a wheel 20 yards from the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
Like, you can't take a shot there. Just take a drag, take a slant, get some rack opportunities, and see if you can pick up yards like that, and then you got something manageable.
Just the play sequencing there, just not all that good. And listen, I mean, I say this, it's easy to say this in the booth, like I have been brain dead in that situation plenty of times, so I get it. But also, it's just something you have to be more aware of, especially in this must-win situation. As Anthony Richardson, relatively aggressive play calling here, had a man wide open and didn't see it. Instead, Nolan Smith another dog will come in and get his second sack. Hi, Lucky! I'm doing pretty well, you know. Unfortunately, we had that meeting earlier that derailed the Alex v. Dan commentary I was going to do, but we're here now. We're here now, and that's what matters.
Yeah. If I were Kook, I would run the ball here.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't try. I'm not forcing it.
We are going to see a run. Samuels with room takes it to midfield.
I mean, he's still got a CD left if he really wanted to be aggressive. But,
I'm probably punting. I mean, the temptation's there, but I think I'm punting this.
100%.
Yeah. I mean,
good job.
What big dick energy would be to go for it? Is he? I mean, again, the punts are just not the best today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty bad at punting this game. I don't know what's wrong with my punts. Like, I try and angle it perfectly in the coffin corner, and it just goes like directly in the middle of the field for a touchback. I wonder if it's just that same thing's happening for Kook.
Now coming out under center with 5 minutes left now, 3 possessions.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, Chief.
I don't know about that.
But
yeah, not to be like toxic, but like
no, go ahead.
The better league champions, like the guys like are dogs, like that are going to be contenders every season.
Sure.
Like they're not going under center with 5 minutes to go like this.
It's it's kind of just like Jesse's natural instinct. I understand the mentality behind it.
Sometimes it's just like you run your plays, but
you run your plays.
It's just
again, and the reason we're saying this, ladies and gentlemen, like if the play goes well, that's great. In no huddle situation, you just don't have that many options under single back, because he'll throw it up.
Yeah.
Another 4th and 11. Yep. Jordan Meliata goes down. I thought I was about to punt it again. I was about to. I was about to start yelling, but I was gonna go for it this time.
What are you running here, Connor? I don't like this play, but it works out for everyone in this game. So,
you know what? Why not? I mean, he did just bite on it. So that's.
I mean, I guess that's the money play, because
it's the money play if you bite on it. If not, then it gets clamped and you're going down for a sack. It's pretty much how that goes. But it's very boomer best. I don't know why Kook's biting on a jet touch pass on 4th and 11, but such is life, as he will. Drive back, throw it to Swift, swatted away actually by Brent. Weird animation. To answer your question, what am I running on 4th and 11? I don't fucking know. You've seen my offense. But shit, might be an inside zone. Apparently, I'm trapped for running. So.
Nah, David Hooks has got the dots.
I hope so.
I'm telling you.
I hope so, man. I hope so. As we're gonna see a shot up to McCord, intercepted by the Colts. As will this be? He's not gonna try for the picks. Oh Jesus! A frustration tackle there, to say the least, by the Eagles. But that's going to do it. Indianapolis is going to win this ball game. Dan, as the Bucs user, how we feeling?
Yeah, not to act like I have a rooting interest, but I think we're going to row our boats a little bit. You know, we're going to row our boats to San Francisco, because I think the Bucs are going to head to play the 49ers. It's going to be a good one. They're going to row to
Oh, that's going to be an electric game, ladies and gentlemen. Dan V. Morty, come on now. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we've had some really good Dan V. Morty playoff games. I remember commentating one back in, I think it was 21.
No, it was Madden 20. We had multiple. We played AFC Championship.
Yeah.
When I went 19-0.
Oh my God, yeah.
Morty almost won that. And then there was Madden 22 where he threw that pick 6 to my user.
Right.
With like 2 minutes to go.
You were the Vikings, yeah.
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 When you got up at like 5 a.m. to commentate
Goddamn
playoff game.
Goddamn right, Dan. And I'll do it again this year. I don't care. I'm here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that.
I'm here. Counter to the left. Thank you, Kook. I'm gonna pretend that he did that for me. But yeah, I mean, we've harped on Jesse a little bit, and I want to also show some positivity, show some love towards Kook, because he had one bad read that the pick was rough, but other than that, I mean, very intelligent game, very good usering on both sides of the ball. Like Kook proved, Kook showed me today that he would be a deserving playoff user if he makes it.
Yeah. It's interesting with Kook. He's probably one of the guys I watch the least.
Yeah.
Probably because he talks the least, and he's I hate to say it, the least relevant in my mind
Oh, Mako.
because he's just not there in chat, right?
Sure.
So, like, I don't really tune in that much, but when I do, I'm always impressed. I just don't understand how he doesn't win more games because, like, he does a lot of good things on the field, and then like he'll be like 7-9,
Right.
or like he's 8-8 right now, isn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, 8-8, about to be 9-8. Yeah, I mean, every time I play Kook and every time I watch Kook, I'm like super impressed. And then I see him get like blown out by people who, you know, I would expect him to, at the very least, be competitive with, if not beat outright. Like, what? Like, why is he not? I'm gonna be toxic. Why is he not winning this division every season?
I don't know, man. I mean, you got Steele, you got the force of
Cool.
the Tennessee Titans. You
Yeah,
got,
no, the force wins,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, the
you got-
force.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
you
key
got
word
you got
right there.
King out there, you know, always
Mm.
feisty. And then you got Byron, man. You got the two people that talk the least in the league, Byron and Kook, the same division.
And then,
Like,
well, okay,
see
we
this
shouldn't talk
here.
that much, but yeah, you're not wrong. Samuel, the 5'5" menace, will close this game out. It is going to be 31-14. Indianapolis Colts, who stamp their ticket not to the playoffs, but to, you know, a potential playoff shot, depending on what Steele and Cam do later. But, you know, congrats to Kook. This was just as much of a must-win for Kook as it was for Jesse, and Kook delivered. He played very well, and got to give him his props.
Yeah, absolutely. Props for him. As you said, if Steele kind of chokes it against Cam, Kook deserves it. He played well. He played well when he had to today, and yeah, congrats to him. And he showed why he's won the AFC South. I think 2 out of 3 seasons so far, and maybe a third time.
We'll find out.
So,
I'm not expecting either of you to come in here. I'll just be honest with you. Just not expecting.
Yeah.
It. But I'll ask you real quick. I mean, just as we look at what will likely be the NFC, NFC matchups here. So it's you versus Morty in the 2-7 game. Then it's Allen versus who's the 3 seed? Is it?
It could be Justin. I think it's Justin. I do not know what the Lucky Allen situation is for the tiebreaker. We might have to look into that. They might have the same conference record and stuff like that.
Gosh. You know what? Let me do some quick. This is electric.
Do some quick research.
Yeah, this is electric content. Let me just like go silent for a minute and just do some research real quick. Okay. More standings. Neon, don't do this to me. Oh my god, Neon's taking forever. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're looking at Saints conference record is 8-4. Seahawks conference record 7-5.
Okay, there you go. And I don't think they played. So
it's what then? It's Lucky's the 5 seed then, and he's playing
CMAS. It looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, if Justin beats Nick, then it'll be CMAS, which I guess is likely.
Yeah.
So that'll be the 4-5 game. And then Justin versus Allen, the 3-6.
Jesus Christ.
Which is that matchup, I think Justin won earlier this season. Allen was pretty down horrendous, losing a string of games, and Justin blocked that field goal at the end that he doesn't shut up about in FIFA parties. And then me versus Morty.
You versus I mean, those are 3 fun games. You know, 3 games where, I mean, to a lesser extent with Justin and Allen, but like I can still see a world where Justin wins that, and then the other 2 are complete toss-ups in my mind. Like I don't know who's gonna win either of those. So it's gonna be fun. Ben's saying Allen's gonna want revenge in a major way. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And Allen's playing really well right now. So we'll see whether Justin's got the juice. But Zach Wyatt, ladies and gentlemen, do not underestimate him. Do not underestimate TTE. Dan, any final messages for the people before we wrap things up?
No, I mean, thank you, Connor, for doing this. We had 10 viewers, so just great showing for Better League Network for a critical regular season game with big implications. So thank you very much, and obviously continue these streams. And Mr. CEO, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Running that hamster wheel, but I think I'll help out with the playoffs if I can. I think other people will too. So just excited for another season of Better League Network. 49 seasons strong, Better League. We're gonna keep going.
Running on the hamster wheel is just a bit easier when my owner puts a giant stack of money on the right side for me to run towards. It's pretty nice. Yeah, shout out to Ben, Lucky, Wozy, Alex. All of y'all showed up in the chat, and we had many more watching. So I appreciate y'all. We will be back for more of Soup season and for the playoffs.